Hey everyone. So I thought I'd do something different today. I'm going to try to start making my messages in nature for authenticity's sake. And as I parked my car over here, I noticed this number here. So I should tell you something. So a lot of people, including myself, have been receiving this particular message about it's time that we light workers start detaching and letting go. Even some other people I know were getting messages of discord yourself, an invitation of discord. We're all being asked to not abort mission, but it's time for the real mission to kick in, because I think what's happening in the upper realms, there's enough people on board, and now they can go forward with what our duty is, what our sovereign duty is, why we're here initially. So I do want to take some time to thank all my new subscribers. I've really just been trying to be as forward and genuine. I'm just trying to be myself. No fancy videos with PowerPoint this and PowerPoint that. My thing is about my words, and a lot of times people don't take my words. They don't take my words into some type of initiative. A lot of people in my lifestyle, or within my lifestyle, because I'm in health and fitness, and I'm in the entertainment business, self-employed, as well as giving services. Some people don't like to listen to what I have to say as a person. So I like to thank my new subscribers and my old subscribers and people who've constantly been listening to my videos and my ranting. My hair's a little fuzzy today. Anyways, it's funny. I was shaving my head for 6 years, and then last summer, I think it was when we talked about the event. I had a dream about the event. And when the event happened, I had longer hair. And even though my hair's thinning and it's balding, and I just said, you know what, I'm going to regrow and see what happens. That was this blonde hairstyle that I have. It's really about the journey from whence I had my vision about the event, and it's changed. We altered the future last year with our mission, and I think it's freaking cool. And then we did another alteration with our future, and I think a lot of us are having deja vus right now. Like even yesterday night, I was taking what was it? I came back from the grocery store and I had gross. I had frozen pizza, and I had cheese, and I had broccoli. And when I stared at the 3 items in front of me, I had a deja vu. So this means that if you paid attention to my deja vu video, there was an editing process through our dream state, through astral projection. And my battery's dying. I hate this phone. There was an alteration, an editing process that happened through the dream state, so that in our physical consciousness, we go into the timeline that we are engineering. There really isn't no set future. There really isn't no coincidence, and all coincidences are possible at the same time. With that said, I think that our paths are going to upgrade and evolve, but we can't respond to. It's almost like time to let go of the lower frequency bullshit, if you know what I mean. I even hate to say that word, but I've been cursing like a sailor ever since I've been having more and more awakenings, and this awakening journey doesn't end. We keep opening and expanding more and more and more. But even that mindset of, oh, I shouldn't curse because it's wrong, it's not Christian, that's an old frequency. That's not who we are anymore. We are not a religion, we're not a culture. We are a race, we are not a species. We are taking ourselves to a new place where we don't know. In this consciousness we don't know, but in our meta consciousness everything's on track. But we're being invited to let go, we're being invited to discord, we're being invited to move on, because those who chose to stay the decision was already made. Even some of us, if we feel like we've made mistakes, those mistakes they don't put us back into the old. It just allows us to take the timeline of that feeling, and we're updating that feeling to our present day. So every time that you make mistakes, or you feel like there's a karmic redoing, you're basically being asked to update that storyline, that timeline, all for the better. It's all for the better. Because there are times in my past I was like, oh my God, how many times am I going to keep watching this, like a different person with the same circumstance do the same thing, and I'm here watching and trying to help and save them. It's time to let go of that. I even talked to my father this week, and I was kind of letting him know, like, if we can't establish a relationship this far, if I'm going to continue to get text messages for my birthday and not an actual phone call, if you're not going to treat me like the human being that I deserve to be treated like, then why do we have a relationship? Honor thy mother and father is a whole different paradigm, and it's not, we have to let go of that. We are to respect and love unconditionally without judgment, but at the same token, any dead weight, we have to let it go. We have to start cutting the fat. See, that dog agrees with me. That's all I really wanted to share with everybody. I just wanted to piggyback with everyone else by saying, we gotta let go, Elsa. Let it go. What I also like too is that our community, we're all sharing different messages with each other. We're all keeping each other updated. Sorry, I'm trying to charge my phone while talking to everybody. Let's open the sunroof. Yay. All right. So, to wrap this up, I'm just saying that within our own groups of people, we can still keep each other updated. We can still channel the messages. We can still do all the good stuff that we do for each other. We can still channel and share. The problem is, like, let's say, for example, 10 minutes ago, I saw two men about to fight in an intersection. And I was like, oh, the old me would get out the car, and I would step in between the two of them, and I would separate them two. I would say, it's not worth it. It's not worth, I would have done a whole thing to stop these two people from fighting. But my higher self really took over me and said, no, you sit down and you move on. So I'm starting to understand the test. If you guys watch the Higher Self channel, there was a message where they also said it's time to detach yourself from the old paradigm, and we will all be tested. It's not a pass or fail test, but we will all be challenged and tested by our integrity. And we've done enough for society. We've done enough for the earth shifts. We've done enough to move everything into 5D. We did everything possible, and we should all be proud of ourselves. But we should no longer be accountable for when things go wrong. It's our fault because as a conscious collective, we didn't do enough. That was last year. Things have changed. This year is really just about um, taking our gifts and taking our knowledge and taking our wisdom, and now we're using it for our own benefit and not for the benefit of others who do not pay attention. Like right now, I've been telling a lot of people about the wall that they don't understand something's coming this way. Rather, our president is a good or a bad guy, that's not what we're supposed to be concerned about, because we're supposed to live with unconditional love. We're supposed to, you know, we're supposed to have hope, and we're supposed to instill that trust and hope in our reality. So rather someone does dark or light, that's really not our mission. That's not really our territory of obligation. We're really just supposed to have um, intervene in those situations with our compassion. Sorry, I'm rambling. I'm letting you guys go. um, Here's a police car going to go stop those two guys from fighting in the intersection, because it was right over there when it happened. Yeah, I really want to stop. I really wanted to, really wanted to stop that, because I really, that's me as a person. I see two people fighting over nonsense. I want to, like, that was me. That was what my old test was like, do you have compassion to stop two people from harming themselves? Now that's changed. It's different now. We're being elevated to a whole nother level, and we have no idea to what extent that's going to be, but it's going to be awesome. But we cannot keep applying ourselves to the lower frequencies. I've said enough. You guys get the messages from all around. So anyway, have a great, wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!